Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My name's Taylor if you're new here. And in today's video, I just thought that we would sit down and talk about everything that's been going on, I guess. Although I don't really have a lot going on. But yeah, like I said, I don't really have a lot going on. I made a vanilla iced latte, or iced vanilla latte. It's pretty good. I'm still using that Nescafe espresso. I'll put a picture of it right here. But it's like a Nescafe like instant blonde espresso. And I have like a coffee machine that makes like coffee and like an espresso too. You need like the ground coffee, and then on the other side, you put in like the espresso capsules. And I have one of those, but the espresso capsules are like so expensive. I used to buy the Starbucks ones, and it was like $10 or $12, I think, for like, I don't even know if I got 10. And then I started getting like the Target brand. I think it's like Good and Gather of like the espresso. I think it's like the Colombian brand. And you got like, I think it was like 10 for $7, which wasn't terrible. But I was using like two at a time also, which was a lot. So I am on my second jar of this Nescafe espresso, and I really like it, and it lasts a really long time. Like I think the whole jar is like $7, and I just use like 2 teaspoons of it in a drink, and I still have it. And I bought it like a month ago, maybe a little over a month ago. It was probably a month ago, and like it's still half full. So I've been really enjoying that, and I've been making my coffees like at home. Although I used to be like a 7 brew hater, okay? Like I love Dutch Bros, and the only Dutch Bros that we have, well, actually, my town is like getting 2 Dutch Bros, I think, so I'm super excited. But the other closest like Dutch Bros was like 3 hours away, and I was not driving 3 hours for a coffee, even though it's so yummy. And so I'm super excited. So then I went to like 7 Brew one time, and I just got like the strawberry fizz drink thing, and it was pretty good. And then I found on TikTok, I think like this one lady was saying like to get the banana bread blondie, um, and I like oat milk in my coffee, so I got the banana bread blondie with oat milk, and oh my gosh, it has been so good. And so yeah, I've been really liking that drink. I've actually made it at home several times. I made my own like homemade banana syrup, which is super easy. Um, and it's been pretty good. But like I got the blondie. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's just what it's called. And it's just caramel syrup, vanilla, and then like espresso mixed with half and half. And I didn't even know that it was mixed with half and half until like a few months ago, and I was like, oh. But I got it a couple times, and every time I got it, it just tastes like milk, like straight milk. And it's super weird because there's not even any milk in it. It just tasted so like milky. And it's like the same drink that like Dutch Bros has, like their Golden Eagle, but like it's just so perfect and so yummy. But ever since I've been getting like oat milk in my drinks at 7 Brew, it's been pretty good. So yeah, I've been enjoying that. And then I am just doing homework. I am balancing trying to balance like going back to work after maternity leave, and like still like finding my joy and love in reading and school and like marriage and a baby and dogs and everything else. So just like getting like into that routine has been a little challenging at times, but it's definitely worth it, and I'm having a great time. Just trying to stay on top of school and whatnot, and still like enjoying my downtime like at home with like family and stuff. So yeah, just getting into like that routine. Otherwise, not a lot has been going on in my life. just watching like football with my husband and stuff, and which I'm really enjoying. Also, oh yeah, hockey is back. I have been so excited. Although I used to have like the Disney Plus, ESPN, Hulu like subscription. I had that subscription for like 2 years, and I was like, I only use it to watch like hockey. Like I use it for like the ESPN Plus or whatever. Um, and because like I finished my shows on Hulu, and I don't know why I said that weird, Hulu. um, and I just haven't really like Marvel's on Disney, but we just haven't really been watching any Marvel movies lately. And so I canceled that subscription like a few months ago. I'm pretty sure whenever hockey season ended last year. Um, and I just like haven't gotten it back. But I was paying like $35 a month, which is crazy. But I mean, I guess it's for like three things, and I don't even. I'm pretty sure that was ad free that I was paying for. I think like the with ads it's like $20 a month or something. But like I hate like buying or like paying for a subscription like thing and having to pay extra for ads because it's like I'm already giving you money, you know. And so just like trying to cut down like on subscriptions and stuff because like I just had it for like 2 months and I wasn't like watching anything, and I was like I'm just wasting my money. Like that was $70 wasted. And so but like I now that like hockey's back on, I don't have it anymore. So I'm debating if I should get it because only one. So they played 3 times. I'm pretty sure the first day of hockey was like October 7th, um, which was like our 3-year anniversary, which was really awesome. And um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, and they played like Wednesday the 8th. The Bruins' first game was, and so we watched that. And then they played twice since then, and we haven't been able to watch those games. Like it was on our YouTube TV, and then we haven't been able to like watch the other 2 games. But they're 3-0, so off to a good season so far, a good start to the season. But yeah, um, I didn't really watch a whole lot of hockey last year. I honestly didn't do anything really. I just like went to work and then would come home and like sleep, and so now that's back on though, we can get back in the groove, and we're watching football like every Sunday and Monday, obviously, and Thursday nights. And we've been watching a lot of college football. We started to get into college football like like at the beginning, like of like, oh my gosh, how do I explain this? Whenever it was like towards the end of the season, like last year, that's when we started to get into it, and we watched like the Oregon game and stuff last year. And so now we've been like watching a lot of college football, like Friday nights and then Saturdays, like whenever I get home and stuff. And I've been really enjoying the college football games. Like the games are so good and they're so close. We watched this one, oh my gosh, I don't even, who was it? It was like some Florida team in like Virginia or something. And it was like 2 weeks ago on like a Friday night, I think. And it was insane. It went in a double overtime. And I was like, I am loving this. But yeah, so that's been super fun. And then we kind of watched The Voice. We watched like 2 episodes, I think. We haven't like watched it like every week or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's on Mondays and Tuesdays right now. We watched it last Tuesday, and then I watched it a little bit like on a Monday night. I think it was like the first um episode or something, but I didn't watch the whole thing. And then yeah, I also started this new book. Let me show you. So I started this book a couple weeks ago, and oh my gosh, what got on it? Anyway, it's Crave by Tracy Wolf, and it's been around for quite a while, I believe. Probably a few years, and I think she has like 5 books in the series right now. Um, I actually started reading this book. Well, I tried to read it like 4 years ago or something when I was first getting into reading, but like it was just kind of like it had like a slow start to it and I just couldn't get into it, so I ended up returning it. And I right now I am rewatching The Vampire Diaries and I love that show. This is my third time rewatching it, but it's been a few years since I've watched it. Probably like 5 years or something since I watched it. So like some things like I don't remember and I love it so much and it's so good. I'm on this second season. I'm about halfway through the second season, I'm pretty sure. I'm on the episode where like, well, the episode after. I'm like, okay, so if you haven't watched the Vampire Diaries, you'll probably like wanna skip. I'll put the time limit in below because I don't know how long I'm gonna talk about it for. But I'm on the episode where Rose got bit by the werewolf. I forgot her name. Jules, I think's her name. And we're like we are meeting Elijah and stuff. I think Elijah's been in the last like two episodes, but I'm on the episode right now and it's so good. Um, and I just like I don't even know. And so okay, oh my god, I can't think. I can't talk. I have all these thoughts jumbled in my brain and I don't know how to put words into them. Or that probably didn't make any sense, but whatever. So okay, I don't know if it's just me, but I love Elena and Damon. Okay, I am a Delana stan. But I also love Stefan and Elena. And the only reason why I'm gonna say that is because the first few seasons are like the most perfect seasons. Like nothing will compare to like the first season, the second season, the third season. I think the fourth season too. It kind of like it definitely goes downhill after Nina Dobrev left the show, like at the end of season 6. And also like whenever Damon and Bonnie get stuck in the prison world, it and like Elena erased her memories, I was like, what are you doing? You know? I was just like, I don't know. And it was just so stupid of me. But I love like the tension between Elena and Damon, and obviously it helped that the actors in real life like were dating in real life, you know. Um, and so I don't know, just like their tension, especially their tension like in the first few seasons, was so good. But yeah, their tension was so good, and I love tension. Like I love reading tension in books. Like I would much rather have tension and like the longing stares and everything else than like spice. Does that make sense? It's like the build up before, and then I'm like, okay, I'm good. Um, and so I don't know, I just loved it so much. And then I think also the reason why I like Steph and Elena, I like Steph and Elena mainly in the first season. That's it. Like really, that's it. But the part whenever like Klaus like compels him to like kill Elena and he like fights, it's just like excuse me. And so I don't know, I think just like the first seasons are just so good and like the characters and stuff. But yeah, like I said, like after like they get stuck in the prison world and um everything else happens and so much stuff is like changing and happening, and like Nina leaves the show and stuff, it just kind of like goes downhill from there, you know. And the whole like whenever she like erased her memories part, that like pissed me off. But I also this is gonna sound really terrible, but like I like Damon and Elena like before they like got together. Does that make sense? Because like you know everyone was like they're like, oh, you only like Damon because like what's that word? Oh my god, I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. Oh wait, I just remembered it. Because she was sired to him. That's like what they kept thinking or like saying. And she wasn't. She's been in love with Damon since like he put that necklace on her, right? And like on her birthday or whatever. And I don't know. It's just like all of that was happening and like it just didn't even like feel real at the time, like in the moment and stuff. And so I don't know, just like their tension and stuff was so good like in the first few seasons. But anyways, I love the Vampire Diaries. That's my little rant for what team I'm on. I would say I'm on Damon and Elena because I don't know. It also just felt more real than like Stefan and Elena. I don't know. I mean, my opinions also might change. I'm only on season 2, and like I don't know. I just love the first few seasons so much. And also Klaus and Caroline. I wish we would have honestly got them as a couple, but I was like reading. I don't know if it's true. I was just reading somewhere online that like the director didn't like put them together because it would have taken away from Damon and Elena, which it probably would have, but I would have. I don't know. They're like one of my favorite couples. I was also thinking about like doing a tier ranking list like on like either TVD couples or like the characters or something. And so I think that would be really fun, but I'm not sure. I don't even know who would want to watch that. I mean, I would, but I'll be the one making it. And so yes. Anyways, I think that's enough babbling about the Vampire Diaries. I don't know if I have anything else to talk about other than I know Jenna's death is coming up and I am not looking forward to it. She's like one of my favorite characters, and Jenna and Alaric is so great. Also, Alaric and Caroline, excuse me, I was not a fan, and I know it did not last very long, but like it's just like literally after Nina left the show, it's just like, what are you doing? And then like Stephanie and Caroline, I would have honestly preferred that if like they got together like earlier. Does that make sense? Like I know it was like Stefan and Elena and like One True Love, Epic Love, blah blah blah, even though like Damon's like for Epic Love and stuff. But like I don't know, I feel like I would have shipped them more if like they dated or something. And I think I don't know if like they even meant to do that. My book ripped. I don't even know if they meant to do that, but like and like I'm pretty sure it's the first episode when Caroline like thinks like Stefan's so cute and stuff, and she's like, I'm planning our June wedding, and then they like at the very end they get married like in June and stuff. I thought that was really cute and stuff, and I actually like them as a couple. And a lot of people also ship Bonnie and Damon as a couple. I'm not one of those people. I like they're to me they're like great friends, like best friends, which is great and stuff. But I don't really ship them as a couple, and maybe it's just because I like Damon with Elena more or something. But like you don't always have to ship like them if they're friends, you know. And I think Damon needs a best friend like her. And just like how Stefan had with Lexi and stuff, I think that's really important. But anyways, yeah, so enough babbling about that. I am in a slump. Okay, so the last book that I finished and read was Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson, and I really liked it. And so I kind of wanted like I didn't want to like go like that into I kind of wanted something like fantasy. I don't know. And I also picked this up because like in case like I'm not watching the Vampire Diaries, there was like a time there where like for a week straight that's all I was doing. I like flew through the first season in like just a few days. But like I had it on the TV for like 8 hours a day, which is not good. But anyway, so I picked this book back up because I've been seeing it and I heard that the series like gets better as it goes on. And yeah, and so it's about this girl, she's like an ordinary normal girl and her parents died, so then she has to go to this boarding school in Alaska where like her uncle like works at or whatever. I think he's like the headmaster, is that what they're called there? He like owns the school. And then one of her like cousins, Macy, like is going there, and so she stays in like her room or whatever with her. But like I'm pretty sure like yeah, so there's vampires, there's like werewolves, basically immortal characters. Is that the word? I don't know. But I thought it sounded really good, and I feel like it would have like you know helped the void of not watching the Vampire Diaries. I've been listening to it on Spotify, like the audiobook, and I really like the audiobook. Um, but I'm on chapter 9 right now. And it's yeah, it's pretty good so far. It's a young adult, so like it's not spicy or anything, but I guess there's like tension and stuff, which is great. And I have met Jackson. It's just the only thing that I will talk about is this is like exactly what was happening to me like 4 years ago, but I think I pushed through that because it's kind of getting better now. But like the beginning starts off like really slow. You don't understand. Like if you're going in this blind, you will not understand. And like I still don't understand, and I read the back of the book. Um, but yeah, and so it kind of like you don't know like what's happening. Like if you didn't know that like there was like vampires and like mythical creatures or whatever roaming around the school, then you'd be so confused. And so I guess Jackson, I'm pretty sure his name's Jackson Vega, and I guess like Jackson, he's gonna be her love interest. I'm assuming. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm assuming. But their like whole first interaction was like really weird, and I was like, okay. He like said something, I don't even know what he said. And then they've like talked a couple times since then, and then kind of like a few chapters in, she like gets stuck, like gets caught in this problem or whatever with like two other guys, and he's there to like save her. And then okay, I'm gonna mention this, okay? So fast forward if you haven't watched the Vampire Diaries, okay? I'll put in the time below. But he like so Jackson like did this thing where like he's a vampire, okay? I'm assuming. Yeah, he's a vampire. And he like goes in and like leans in by her ear or whatever, and she's like, he's smelling me. And I just watched the episode a couple episodes ago, and remember whenever like Rose and like her like buddy took Elena in like this house or whatever, and then Elijah goes there and he smells her neck. That's what this scene reminded me. And so like it was like that kind of tension, and I was like, ah, I was like kicking my feet, giggling. As a 24-year-old girl, I was kicking my feet at that. But anyways, so yeah, I don't even know what I was talking about, but yeah, that happened, and like it was like getting pretty good, but like he's like trying to protect her, but like I guess he like is scared he's like gonna do something like bite her or whatever. So I'm not sure like how it works in this book, but anyways, yeah, like I said, I guess like the next like the books after this one, it's just like kind of like getting the background and stuff, I think. And I'm on page 72 and I'm still a little confused. But all I know is that she like lives there. I don't even know who like other than vampires at the school, I don't know. I don't know what other like um monsters is what it's listed as. I don't know what other monsters are in the school. But I mean it's been good so far. Like I mean I want to keep reading and stuff. I think it's gonna get better. And also, I haven't read a book like this, so like I said, I'm on chapter 9. Um, and it's been a while, so like I can't honestly once again I can't talk. But I've like read books in the past. I know Kristen Becker Ritchie do it where like the chapter and then it has like a title like in the chapter. Like this chapter 9 says even hell has its fractions. And like I honestly I like the chapter like heading things, like the titles. Um I kind of like them and stuff. So it's been a. I think like the no, I don't think the deal had it, but there's like been a few books that I've read that have had it. But yeah, this book's been pretty good, and I got this book from Barnes and Noble. It's the paperback, which I prefer paperbacks over hardbacks, but I saw a lot of the other books in the series are hardbacks, so it's fine. I also got Beartown by Frederick Backman. I think that's how you say his last name. Um, And I started reading it and I was like really enjoying it. Anyways, it just felt like so it's like a hockey book, right? Like the people in the town like play hockey. And so it felt like such like a winter read to me. So I stopped reading that and I started listening to the audiobook of My Friends by him. Um and I'm on like chapter 8 or 10, something like that. And I don't know, like I like it, but then like I don't. I just think I don't like understand it or something. And usually with third person like POV books, it's easier for me to understand it like if I'm listening to like someone reading it to me, if that makes sense. Um and so I did listen to quite a bit of it. Um, but now I'm reading this one book. I'm in such a slump though, so I don't even know what I want to read. But I think this book will help me. I like want to pick it back up, which is good. I've just been in a slump for like the past year, honestly. Like the whole year I've been in a slump. Um, and so yeah, I'm trying to get out of it and I have read like 10 books and I've only enjoyed like one, if that. I don't even know if I've read 10 books. But yeah, I've really only enjoyed one. Really, I wanted to keep reading it, and it was that Not Quite Dead Yet book. But like every chapter ended on a cliffhanger, so like I wanted more. And I never read like thriller books or like suspenseful books like that. And maybe I need to. I just always get nightmares. I don't know if it's just me, but I think I need to start reading more of those books. But then like whenever I like finish reading it, I'm like, I want to read a romance book, and then like I read a romance book, and they're all like the same, and I'm like, I don't want to read this. But anyways, you probably don't want to listen to me whine about reading a book. Well, maybe you do. I don't know. But that's where I'm at right now. And so, like I said, I'm enjoying this book. I think it's helping, and honestly, like I think it's filling my TBD void, and also um like my slump that I'm in. So hopefully I can keep at it. There's like 500 pages in the book, I think. Actually, let me look really quick. Hold on. 578 pages and there's 33 chapters. 33 chapters and 578 pages. Usually in a romance book, it's like 80 chapters and like 500 pages. But I love short chapters, so honestly, I didn't think that the chapters were too long, so I don't know. So, moving on, we are now going to be talking about albums that came out. I know you guys are probably so excited for this. You're probably so excited to hear me rant to you for another 20 minutes about music. And here we are. Also, I don't know if any of you are Gracie Abrams fans, but like, I think she's gonna announce a album really soon. She's been like dropping like hints on Instagram, and I'm so excited. But yeah, so we got a Taylor Swift album, The Life of a Showgirl, and a week later, we got a Lainey album. I have literally loved them. I think their first album came out in like 2016 or something like that, and I first started listening to them in 2020 or 2021, I think. And they're so good. Oh my gosh, the main singer, his name's like Paul Klein, and then they have like a drummist and like a guitarist, I think. But they are so good. Their last album called A Beautiful Blur came out and I loved it so much. And their newest album, it's called Soft. It just came out on October 10th, literally a week after Taylor Swift's album. And I have been listening to it on repeat. Honestly, both albums I've been listening to on repeat. And I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna like list my favorite to like the least favorite songs on both albums. And yeah, I'm just so excited. But if you haven't heard of Lainey, because I know all of you or most of you have probably heard of Taylor Swift. If you haven't heard of Lainey, they like play like soft pop, like really soft, calming music. Maybe not calming, I don't know, but just like really soft and stuff. And their music is so good. I'll actually, you know what? I'm gonna talk about both albums. I'm gonna list my 10 favorite song or my 10 favorite. Oh my gosh. Um, I'm gonna list least favorite to like most favorite songs, and then I'm gonna give my top five songs, top five of all time songs for both, like for Taylor Swift and Lainey, because I think that's really fun. Even though it's gonna be really hard, I think it's gonna be super fun. But I'm just so excited for all this new music that we've gotten. And then like a few months ago, we got like Lord's new album that is also so good. And we've just been spoiled this year with music, honestly. Everything that we got and everything that like I've listened to so far has been so good. So yeah. Okay, I'm back. It has been a little bit. I made toast. Not that you guys care or anything, but I made toast. It was yummy. And I did some homework. So I'm going to give you my like the lineups that I chose for the two albums, like I said, and then my top five, maybe it's actually seven, who knows, songs of like all their albums and stuff. And that was really hard. Okay, so I am a mood reader, if anyone was wondering. I'm also a mood listener, okay? It's so hard for me to like have like the same few songs. Like of course I have like the one song like that I'll always listen to no matter what. Um, but like it's so hard to like because like, you know, if I'm in a sad mood, of course I'm gonna like listen to Exile and My Tears Ricochet and you know, Champagne Problems and Tolerated. Not that you guys like care or anything, but it's so hard for me to like rank these. And so I was sitting there and I was like, kept crossing it out, and I was like, it's actually this song. And so, anyways, it took me a minute, but here we are. So I like Taylor's new album. I like The Life of a Showgirl, if I'm being honest. Because her last album, The Tortured Poets Department, I also liked that album, but I only liked like three songs on it, if that makes sense. I liked But Daddy I Love Him, I liked Down Bad, Guilty as Sin. You know, those are all like the popular songs that were on the album. And of course there's others, but I didn't like Fresh Out the Slammer. I didn't like oh yeah, I did like the Black Dog too. Um and like I didn't like Florida. Like I liked the beat and stuff, but like and I also just didn't really listen to like the album on repeat. As much as what I listened to her Midnight's album. I know a lot of people didn't like her Midnight's album and they liked the Torture Poets Department. I loved her, like, I still love her Midnight's album. I still listen to those songs all the time. Um, and so yeah, I don't know, but I really liked this album. There were a few songs on there that like I didn't listen to, and I think like the album's only been out for a little over a week, so I think like the more I listen to it, like I'll probably change my mind about stuff. Cause honestly, like a lot of the songs they like change. Like my top three will probably be my top three. Like I don't think that they'll change really, but like four through eight they might change honestly. But it's also so hard because like it hasn't, like I said, it hasn't been out for a while, so like you can't listen to like the songs on repeat, and then all of the songs like Lover, Folklore, Evermore, Reputation, all of those songs have been out for years. 1989, just naming all of her albums right now, but all of the songs have been out for like so long, like 10 years or longer, and so we've listened to those songs for years, so like it's easy to like have us like pick songs out of those albums. And so I don't even know what I'm getting at. Like I said, it'll probably like change honestly in like the listing and stuff. And then maybe like the last few that I have, maybe if I listen to them more and like understand like their meaning and stuff, maybe they'll move up in the list. But really I like the beats. Like I like the beats of a lot of her songs in this album. And I have been seeing a lot of controversy and stuff. I don't even know if it's controversy, but things going around where like these songs like sound a lot like other songs. A lot of the songs that were on this album did sound similar to like other songs and stuff, and honestly, that's like, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. I just like the vibe. But, anyways, so let's get into it. I made this whole paper, I color coordinated it, and it's like really sloppy, but we're going to get into it, okay? So, I think I'm gonna start down from 10. Should I do that? Yeah, I think I'm gonna start down from 10. So, and then you go up to like number one. So, number 10, I have eldest daughter. And it's not that like I didn't enjoy the song, maybe I didn't understand the lyrics, um, or I just didn't like the beat and the vibe of the song. But it just wasn't my favorite. And I only listened to it once. So, like I said, it could change. But just wasn't as high as the other rankings. And then 11, I have Ruin the Friendship. Um, I just, I don't know. Like, the words are good. I didn't I liked like two verses in it, honestly, if I'm being completely honest. Um, and I just didn't really like it. Same with Honey. I liked the words, but I didn't like the beat of Honey, if that makes sense. And like I said, like the more I listen to it, these could change, so please don't come for me. This is just my opinion. And yeah, I'm sorry. But I have Honey at 10. And then 9 is Wood. I like the beat and like I like the words and stuff. And honestly, the first time I listened to it, I didn't even think that it was about the meaning, that it is, until like I was like reading all over like the internet and like watching videos, whatever, and people were like, "Oh my gosh, it's about Travis Kelsey," and so like now like just listening to it, like it has a good beat and the words are good, like I said. Now just listening to it, like I don't know, I just wish I would have kept it to where like I didn't understand the song and I just liked it. Not that there's anything wrong with it, cause she's happy, and yeah, and I'm glad she's happy, cause she wrote a great album and sang and produced a great album and stuff. It's just also different because the past like few albums we've had, she's been sad, and unfortunately, like all of her sad songs are great songs. Um, but then at 8, I have The Life of a Showgirl. And the first time I listened to the song, I actually really liked it. Like, really liked it. And I was like, that's a good song. And then I started listening to her other songs because I'm pretty sure this was like the second time I listened to it. And I was like, man, like, if her whole album sounds like this, then that's good. So, yeah, I have The Life of a Showgirl at 8. I just like the beat and I like Sabrina Carpenter in the song and I liked like their like tones and dynamic of the song. I thought it was really good. And then moving on, at 7, I have Elizabeth Taylor. I liked this song too. I liked the lyrics, I liked the beat, I just liked the other songs a little bit more. And at number 6, I have Actually Romantic. I the beat is like okay. I really like the words of the songs, like the lyrics. Um, I do like the beat. It took me a second to get into it because, like, the first few times I listened to it, I really wasn't a fan. Like, I wanted to like it, and then the more I listened to it, I was like, okay, I really like it. And so honestly, like those three, like depending on my mood, they'll like probably switch. Like, Action Romantic, Elizabeth Taylor, and The Life of a Showgirl. Like, they can switch anytime, to be honest. Um, and so then 5, I have Father Figure. I like the beat and I like the words and like at that part, like if you know, you know, I was like my jaw was on the floor and I really like this song. It's so good. And then 4, I have The Fate of Ophelia. I love the beat of this song. Like it's just you can just dance to it. That was so embarrassing. I'm so sorry. But I really like that song. And number 3, I have Cancelled. A lot of people like ranked this like lower on the list and I was like I like how the sound or how the song sounds. I like the beat of it. Even if I don't like the words, I just like I can like vibe to it and bop to it and stuff. And I listened to it like it was playing like in my work or whatever, and I was like, I like this song. And then number 2, I have Wish List. This song is so good, honestly. This song and like my first song, which you probably already know by now because we've ranked all of them, but like those two songs, like they'll like switch back and forth probably. But I love Wishlist. Like I love the beat. I love the lyrics. I love the lyrics so much. I love Wishlist. It's such a good song. And then at number 1, we have Opalite. And Opalite, it just has the best vibe, honestly. Like that's I've been seeing that's a lot of people's favorite song, and I have no comment there because it's my favorite song too. But I really like all these songs, and like the more I listen to them, the more I really like them, and the more I understand the lyrics and stuff. I honestly thought this was a good album. The first time I listened to it, I just listened to every song like down the line on my way to work, and I was just like, I don't know, but it's also so different from like the last few albums that we got. Like it's there's a few albums like I don't know, really, honestly or I mean songs, but it's nothing like Folklore, nothing like Evermore, really nothing like what's the next one? Midnights, I think. I don't know. They just have like different beats and vibes and stuff. Um, and I like the more I listen to it, like I said, I am really liking the songs. And yeah, honestly, all these songs you can like dance to and stuff, and it's so great. But that's my ranking. Um, And yeah, now I'm gonna move on to my top 5, maybe 6 or 7 songs by her. And it took me so long. It took me like an hour, no, probably longer, to rank her like top 5 songs and then Lainey's top 5 songs because like I love them so much and I listen to different songs, especially for Taylor Swift because she has like over 200 songs. There's so many songs to listen to, and it honestly depends on your mood. Like I said, like if you're sad, you're gonna want to listen to like My Tears Ricochet, Exile, all that stuff, and then like that you can dance to. You're gonna want to listen to like Cruel Summer, Shake It Off, 22, all of those songs. Like a lot of her more like popular songs that a lot of people listen to, and songs that are on the radio. Um, and also these are not in any specific order. I could never do that, honestly. Like it really depends on my mood. I cannot rank the top 5 songs in order by any means. So, starting off, we have Clean. I love that song. I, so like, I honestly couldn't tell you why I like that song so much. I don't know, I just like it. It like played one morning, like while I was on my way to work, and I listen to it like at least once a week now. Like it's so good. Um and yeah, I love that song. And then the next one I have The Archer. I love The Archer. I love the lyrics, I love the beat, I love like the tone of the song. I love it so much. It's so good. And then I have at 3. So this one, okay, I put 2 songs at 3. And no, they're not ranked at 3 because honestly, some days they're like ranked number 1 or 5, like I said. But anyways, I have Exile. I love Exile. I listen to that song all the time, and yeah, I sing both parts. But Bon Iver in that song is so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good and so sad. I love it so much. Um, and then I have Mastermind, and I love Mastermind. As soon as I heard the Midnight's album, I was like, this song is gonna be one of my favorites. And that was, when did that come out? Like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and it's still my favorite. So, and then I have August. I love August so much. I love the lyrics. I love, like, I'm gonna say this for every song. I like love how the song sounds. Does that make sense? And also why it's on this list, because really I would probably have, I don't know. I love August. Like that's one of my favorite albums by her. Or oh my gosh, that was so embarrassing. Folklore. Folklore is one of my favorite albums by her. Um, and okay, so I'm gonna give you this little backstory. So I was editing that video, and the last like 20 minutes of my video, the sound cut out, so I have no sound for it. So I'm really sorry. Let me know if you want like me to rank Lainey's songs. I honestly just haven't had any time. I am at Barnes and Noble though, and I do have like the next 2 days off, so I can put that in like a separate video or something. Um, but I also never give you the backstory of why I love August so much. So we went to Boston 2 years ago, I think, this year. It was like 2 years ago, and we ended up taking the ferry to Martha's Vineyard, and um, and we like rented bikes and we rode bikes. I'm pretty sure it was to Edgartown. I could be wrong, but I think it was to Edgartown. And you know, like if you've ever been there and you take that like long road, there's like a sidewalk and stuff, and there's like the ocean whenever you're riding to Edgartown. There's the ocean on like the left hand side and then like this little pond on the right hand side. And I had my phone in my like basket on the bike, and August started playing, and it was like the most perfect song. And I like it was like it's a core memory for me now, and every time that song plays I just like picture like me being back there and stuff, and it was honestly the best trip. I miss Boston, and Martha's Vineyard was so pretty. I want to go to Nantucket next time, but Martha's Vineyard was so pretty and so fun, and I really enjoyed that. So there's the backstory of August, and I'm really sorry, I'm so upset. I had like that little microphone and I must have turned it off or something, so I am really upset about that. And I lost like, it was like almost 30 minutes of footage that I lost. But I was just ranking Laney's songs and stuff, and then my top 5 for his songs. So like I said, if you want to see that, I can like make a separate video or make like a tier list or something. I should actually do that. I could make a tier list of like all of his songs and rank them, or like the band songs or whatever. But yeah, so I'm sorry about that, and that really sucks. I noticed like last week when I was editing, and I was really upset about it. Um, and yeah, but anyways, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully everything that I talked about made sense. And I'm sorry it's also kind of a long video, but I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye guys.